In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to get a cat to sit on a placemat. Only joking! I'm going to show you how to make this. It is a Dresden Plate placemat. I have over 500 videos on my channel, so don't forget to subscribe because I'm sure you're going to find something on there that is really helpful. Don't forget to like and comment on this video down below because it really helps my channel when you do that. I also have lots of tutorials on the Dresden Plate so far, so if you want to know how to do these segments individually or to do the circles and stuff, I have a really good tutorials on that also. For the Dresden Plate placemats, you are going to need 2 pieces of fabric that is 19 inches in width this way and 18 inches in height this way. You're going to need a piece of batting for your Dresden Plate placemats, and it's 22 inches in width and 16 inches in height. And for the Dresden Plate segments, you're going to need 6 of these. For my tutorial, I'm using a charm pack, which is 5 inches by 5 inches. And I'm using this ruler here, and not paid nor sponsored to create this video. It's done by Creative Grids, and it's a segment ruler at 18 degrees diameter. And I am going to cut it on this 5 here. So it's a circle that says 4, but next to it says 5. So I'm going to line it up, and I do have a really detailed tutorial on how to do these Dresden Plate segments, and I will link that in the description box down below. So I'll go ahead and cut these. So I basically cut one way like so. I think I need to change my blade on here. And then basically I will turn it around and I will cut the other side like so. It's really quick and really simple. I find it quite therapeutic. Have you ever done Dresden Plates before? If you have, let me know. If you want to do them but you've never tried them, I think they're quite fun. So this is one of the segments. I'll end up cutting the other one and just put it in my pile of other finished Dresden Plate segments too. So we're going to need 6 in total of these Dresden Plates, and basically you are going to fold it right sides over the long way. And like I said, there is a tutorial in the description box down below of how to do these. We're going to do it on the longer section. So we're going to sew this right across here. And like I said, I'm not paid nor sponsored to create this video. I use a Baby Lock Soprano for my tutorials. In the top thread, I'm going to be using a white polyester. In my bobbin thread, I'm going to use a white polyester. In my needle is a 9014 Marguerite's needle. I'm going to have my regular sewing foot on, and this is the stitch length and width, etc. that I will be using on my Baby Lock Soprano. So like I said, we're going to fold this over, and we've got that Dresden Plate segment folded in half and about 1/4 inch. I mean, if you do have that foot which has 1/4 inch on it, I would put that on now. Okay, so this is what it looks like, and you may have some tails on either end of your Dresden Plate section, so I would go ahead and just cut them off. Then basically what you're going to do now is you're going to fold this right sides out, and I have a tutorial on how to do this in full, and it's going to be right sides out with this pointy end, and basically you're going to want to press that down just so it's nice and flat and it looks nice and tidy. The next thing we're going to do is join these Dresden Plate sections together, and we have 6 Dresden Plate sections. So you're going to do it right sides together, and we're going to place them right against here. And like I said, we do have some tutorials at the bottom there where you can have a look in the description down below, and we are going to sew all the way down here. So these two are nicely sewn together like so, these two Dresden plate segments, and you will go on and sew the next one right here at this corner here and keep on sewing, so you'll have 6 Dresden plate segments all sewn together. You're possibly going to have a load of threads just hanging off of your Dresden plates here. So just go through and just chop them all off and just tidy that all up. So it'll also be best for you to press this with an iron so it lays flat, because your Dresden plate is just going to be open up like this. So you're just going to have to just press that down. You're going to take your Dresden plate circle template and you're going to put it next to a piece of fabric and you're going to draw all the way around the template. So once you have marked your template, you're going to cut this out and then you're going to use your other template in order to do your basting. And like I said, there is a tutorial and I will link it down below on how to do all of this in some much longer steps. You'll place your fabric inside of the cardboard template for the Dresden plate and cinch it all in. But before you tack it down, because you're going to tack it down here to stop it from opening up, you're going to just press it with an iron so it presses everything down. Then just tack the end down so it doesn't open up on you. So I'm going to start arranging everything onto my placemat. So as you can see, the Dresden plate is offside onto one corner. You can arrange your Dresden plate placemat however you want. This is how I'm doing it. So it basically overhangs a little bit on each side here. And then I'm going to get the circle part of my Dresden plate. I'm going to put it so it slightly overhangs the sides a bit. So I'm going to do it so it's quite far in, because I don't want to do it so it's not enough in, because we are going to have some binding here. So we definitely want to see the circle part of the Dresden plate template. So I'm just going to place it around about here. And then when I'm doing my other Dresden plate placemats, I can just measure the distance here and here to see how far I need to place this circle in. So then I'm going to just pin everything into place. So I've gripped not all of my segment sections, my Dresden plate sections down, but some of them just to hold them into place. And then we're just going to stitch along here like this zigzag on these Dresden plate sections, and then I'll just do a top stitch around the circle part of this Dresden plate as well. So once we have stitched all this into place, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut all the way down here and then cut down here and make sure it's parallel, and then we're going to cut off the excess of these fabrics here. Now we're going to match the front of our placemat up with our batting and our backing. So we're basically doing a quilt sandwich, and what I'm going to do is free motion quilt just at each tip. Just do a line going from each of these points. I mean, you can mark it with a pencil if you like, and just do the stitching at each of these points. You'll probably have to go through once again and just take off all of these tails here, but this is what I did with my free motion quilt, and it actually looks pretty effective. And then this is what it looks like on the back, and of course, like I said, you just need to take these tails off. So then all that's left to do is to do some binding on these, and we've got some Dresden plate placemats. Thank you so much for watching my Dresden plate placemat tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I have over 500 videos, and don't forget to comment and like this particular video, and I'll see you in the next one.